Jumping on skates alone can be very scary. So jumping over anything on skates can give you serious PTSD, a post-traumatic skate episode. Often wussing out at the last moment, I find it more comfortable breaking things down into small, manageable steps. Especially when it comes to jumping over obstacles, my brain just locks onto the thing that's in front of me, and all I can think of is how I'm gonna smash my teeth in and maybe break more parts of me. So after much research, preparation, and practice, here's what I have to share to help you jump over schnees safely and have a good time. Oh, you're sitting in a chair. I know, I've been told I sound like Sean Connery. My hoverboard is full of ears. Anyways, before we jump into it though, the first thing you should do is check your setup. With speed and jumps, too loose or too tight a fit can give you blisters and other painful issues to deal with. But lacing can actually solve a lot of these problems. So be sure to take special care in choosing the material, the width and the length of your laces, as well as how you lace your skates up. I like thick wax laces because they pull well and they stay put for much longer than those thin, flimsy laces. I also like to keep my toe box or the laces around my toe box relatively loose compared to how tight it is around my ankle. A relatively tight lacing around my ankle plus the shape of my antique boots helps me to eliminate most of the heel lift and make me feel one with my skates. I can smell something delicious around here. Somebody's partying. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but if you're silly like me, remember not to tighten your laces too much because it will burn like hell. How do you like your skate setup? Comment below, let's talk about it. Now that you've laced up your skates, checked your hardware, and you're good to go, let's do some warm-ups. It's a good habit to have if you actually, serially, for realsies, want to skate until you die. Now that you're nice and warmed up, here comes the patty, the meat of the burger, the main event of the evening in the red corner. Basic theory and mechanism of jumping over schnees. I'm not the first to tell you that jumping on and off skates is different because of how we create traction and grip the floor as we take off. Unlike walkers, skaters can generate more speed with their wheels. So all we need to do is add some height and bam, you've got distance. That's physics, yo. A lot of skaters pick up the bad habit of jumping off with just the balls of their feet, kind of like how they would do it with wheelless shoes. This is most likely the cause of why your wheels slipped out from under your skates the last time you weren't having a good time. So a good way to take off is shift your knees slightly to the side as you bend and dig into your front outside and back inside edges. This will help you use your weight more naturally for the takeoff and maximize your balance and power. Don't know why I did that. That seems less like a power move. I'm gonna roll with it. Dig into your front outside and back inside edges and push away, lifting and landing all 8 wheels at once, and of course, soft bent knees. It can help to think of angling your jumps even when you're jumping straight. Similar to how we never really travel straight forward on skates, we move diagonally forward, replacing our feet at 90 degrees. But traveling forward with your feet facing dead straight and wheels strapped to your feet, does that sound awkward? And with wheels strapped to the bottom, it's gonna take a lot more control than you think. The point is, angling your jump rather than straight forward, it's going to help you take off and land that little bit cleaner, especially if you are bending your knees and engaging your core. Try working on those stationary and then again rolling at a comfortable pace. If you're jumping at an angle, you may prefer to lean diagonally away from where you're jumping to. When it comes to clearing obstacles or objects, the trick is to resist jumping long and instead skate fast and jump high. Tuck your legs in for extra clearance and grabs. Remember to swing your arms to help load and land your jumps. Before you take off, it helps to bring your feet slightly closer than your standard staggered stance, and then land with your regular staggered feet position and go all the way down into a cannonball to soften your landing for higher and bigger jumps. Now that we've covered how to jump, I have some ideas to help you practice in your own time, at your own pace, over your own schniz at home. Practice makes you awesome. Poise and curls, SKATES and gentlemen. Practice jumping over schniz number 1. Crisscross bish. Practice jumping diagonally across and back. Variations include, but not limited to, stationary versus rolling, 1-2 step versus jumping with both feet, switched leading and landing foot, toe stop versus wheels. Practice jumping over schniz number 2. Fake it till you make it. Jump parallel to the object you are trying to clear. Set up your phone to film from the side so you can see how high you jumped. Suggestions for schniz to jump over. Draw a line or shape with chalk on the floor. Cones. Stack them for extra height if you can't get the fancy ones with adjustable bars. Water bottles. Straws. Suitcases. Bins. Anything you don't mind breaking. So that's all, folks. I'm Carl Luna, and that's how I like to break down and practice jumping over schniz. Now go forth, skate and practice. Ska-practice. Tell me, did that help you at all? What? I can't hear you, silly. You're gonna comment below, like the video, and subscribe. That's how we communicate. Capiche? Capiche?